I'm Pete Hines from Bethesda Softworks, and we're here at Gamescom to talk about Doom.
Let's start with the goals heading into this latest Doom.
Well, the big picture goal is to reestablish Doom as a first-person shooter amongst first-person shooters. I think there's a lot of people out there who regularly play first-person shooters who don't really know what Doom is because it's been so long since the last new game. So it's a very unique feel to it. It's very fast-paced. It's aggressive. This is not a game about taking cover. It's about moving forward in kind of visceral, brutal combat with badass demons and these really awesome weapons.
What role have advances in technology since the last Doom played in bringing this universe to life?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, visually it looks amazing. 60 frames a second, like it runs super fast, and it really helps sort of build on the intensity of combat and the fast-paced nature of it, that it looks so good and runs so fast. It also has allowed us to push on this idea of snap map, which is, there's three modes. There's a single player mode, there's a multiplayer, and there's also snap map, which is basically pushing on this idea of user created content, that users can create and share content they create with anybody regardless of platform, Xbox One, PS4, or PC. You can create single player maps, you can create co-op maps that you can play with a friend, you can even create deathmatch maps and play kind of traditional 4-player deathmatch. So it's really sort of pushing this boundary of what users can make in a game and the ability to share it with people on other platforms and really opening up almost limitless amounts of content to anybody who gets Doom.
Going back to the single-player experience, where does this take place in the overall universe?
This is really an origin story. So it's called Doom and not Doom 4, and it's about going back to their roots of the original Doom Marine, and it starts on Mars as you come to a base, and it's been overrun by demons, and you're set loose with one mission, which is to push back the relentless onslaughts of demons. You do end up going to Hell. Part of the story of Doom is this link between Hell and our world, and the UAC trying to tap into the power of Hell, and things go awry as they often do. So the game takes place on both Mars and Hell as you move between those two locations, and kind of big interior spaces, big exterior spaces. It's a pretty cool take on Doom, and kind of bringing it to folks regardless of whether you know Doom or not, that you can play this game and kind of understand like where the foundation of the original Doom Marine comes from, getting to play on Mars, which has been such an iconic location for Doom, as well as getting to go to Hell.
Weapons have always been a big part of Doom. How are you guys pushing things forward when it comes to that?
The big thing with id Games and the way they do weapons is the feel of it, and it's a pretty difficult thing to sort of explain. It's just the difference between pulling the trigger or pressing the button on a mouse and feeling what the shotgun feels like in your hands, and whether it feels kind of impressive or sort of whatever. I think the id guys do this amazing job of making the weapons feel really responsive, whether it's a shotgun or a BFG or all the weapons in between, that they have this great feel to it. And then again, taking that beyond just guns to how the combat works, so that you have this very aggressive, you're not taking cover, you're not even backing up, that actually the way you're successful at Doom is moving forward. And in addition to the weapons that you're able to use melee, you're able to use your hands as a very powerful weapon. You have all of these sort of gruesome kill moves that you can pull on demons once you get them into a weakened state, where you can rip arms off or rip them in half or tear their heads off or whatever. But it's using your hands as yet another pair of weapons to make the player feel really powerful, and to encourage really kind of aggressive improvisational combat.